Great job, Sega. Really impressed. Uh, Hello, everyone. It is I, Devx64, back again with another banging YouTube video. And in today's video, as you can guess by my congratulatory clap for Sega here, we're going to be doing some ranting. So expect a lot of stuttering over frustration. But we're going to be ranting about the new Shadow costume that just came out today for Sonic Superstars. So get your popcorn ready, get your drink ready, enjoy this show. Don't know how long this video is going to be. Probably a decent 10-minute video. Before we get started, though, I want to say some things. First off, the light probably won't be the best for this. Who cares, though? I've been sick, as you can see, for about 2 days. So if I don't sound the best, you know why. And third thing, it's been a while since we've done this kind of content. You know, just you and me staring at each other deeply into one's eyes. Yeah, I'm sure you've missed the beard, the smile. But today there will be no smiles because we're got to be doing some ranting, so get ready. But with all that out of the way, let's just get started, shall we? Before we go into any bad stuff, though, I want to start with a good thing, which is that it's completely free. This Shadow DLC for Sonic, I almost said Frontiers, gosh, for Sonic Superstars is completely free. You don't have to pay anything for it, which I think is a great way to do this. They did the same thing with the Christmas one. Wow, I'm forgetting things. See, this is why I don't do rant videos. But they did the same thing with the Christmas one. They did the same thing with the Shadow one. I'm sure there's others I'm forgetting, but made them free. So it's good on Sega. Thank God, But with that one good thing out of the way, let's get into the bad stuff. I'll try to make this quick and brief because, I don't want to spend all day ranting, though it's already feeling a little funny. But first thing, if you know anything about Shadow, you know anything about Sonic, you know anything about the Sonic lore, I just don't think it makes sense in the timeline, to be honest. Now, me and my good friend Lore Master were talking about this a lot before I decided to even make this video. And he brought up a very good point, which was that this game in Sonic Superstars could take place after Forces, which, it very much could. There's nothing saying it doesn't. But, I say that we don't really have a way to find that out yet. Unless Sega decides to make, or already has made, an official statement on this matter, which, I haven't done research on it. So unless they have, we just don't know where these games take place in the timeline so far. And another good point brought up was that if these games didn't take place after Forces, then why wouldn't Sonic, just use the powers of the Chaos Emeralds in Forces, why wouldn't it just use the individual powers? Or at least why wouldn't Classic Sonic? And to that I say, because the Emeralds or Super Sonic, as a thing, weren't really in Forces. They weren't a plot point. They weren't used in the story at all. They were in the game, sure, but only as a DLC playable function. They weren't anywhere in the story, and you never even interacted with the Emeralds. No one even brings them up. So I don't feel like that should be used as a plot point to say that these games just didn't happen or did happen before or after Forces. I just don't think we can use that as a good piece of evidence. Feel free to let me know how you feel about that. Let's get into the second thing real quick, being the actual suit itself. I don't like it. Don't think it's really that good. It's just Sonic wearing a literal Shadow costume. It's like a pajama set. If you go to the YouTube page, a lot of people seem to like it. Everyone seems to be head over heels for it. And you have literally a third of the community being like, Sonic killed Shadow, oh my god, and making a huge meme out of it. You have the other third of the community just being like, this is the best thing ever. And then you have another third of the community who says that, this is the closest thing we'll ever get to Classic Shadow, which hopefully you're right, because if they ever make a Classic Shadow, believe me, I'll be doing a rant video on that too. But my personal opinion, I just don't like it. I think there's a lot of things wrong with it. They definitely could have done another Shadow thing, we definitely could have gotten Lego Shadow to go with the other Lego characters, because if you didn't know, the Lego versions of the characters in Superstars take inspiration from their modern counterparts, as you can tell from Sonic's green eyes and Amy's red dress. Yeah, they definitely could have done Lego Shadow. They also could have just done like some Shadow levels, just like, you know, maybe like it was like little teaser levels for what will happen in Sonic X Shadow Generations. But I think the biggest one, which is actually my third point, is that we could have just played as Shadow. I mean, think about it for a second. What is this DLC even trying to celebrate here? The release, or not release, it's not out yet, but the upcoming release of Sonic X Shadow Generations, the game where multiple timelines are a thing, you know, where like modern and classic characters exist. So if we're celebrating that in Sonic Superstars, why couldn't we just have an alternate timeline explained by the power of generations and time meter or whatever? Like, we could have just had Modern Shadow be playable in this game. I know it would have probably been too much for Sega to make like an entirely new modernized character, but to me, I don't think it would have been that hard. Like, we already had Sonic's extra ability being the homing attack, so we could have given that to Shadow, and then all we really had to do from there was just, you know, adjust some hitboxes and hurtboxes, make a new model, you know, make some new animations. You know, I don't think it could have been that hard to have like a little bit of tweaks to an already existing character, and I think it would have made way more sense than just Sonic wearing a Shadow costume. Just my thoughts, though. Don't really know what else to really say about it. I'm trying to think of some more good points, but I'm coming up short. I really don't see anything. The costume itself, I guess, physically, I mean, it looks like Shadow, can't lie. I'm glad there's Shadow representation within the game. Definitely would. I would rather have it than not, but as of now, I'm just going to continue to play a base form Sonic or Trip. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as my personal playing experience with it goes, I've beaten multiple levels using the costume. I've went Super multiple times with it, and I guess I'll go ahead and explain what happens when you enter Super. You just lose the costume, literally. You don't become Super Shadow Sonic or whatever. The hood doesn't like go upwards. It's like the upward quills or anything. Nope. You completely lose the main thing they promoted when you go Super with the hood, and you just get regular Super Sonic. My friend the Lore Master actually mentioned that the quills kind of look different, but personally I just didn't see it. So yeah, I think that really brought down the thing even more for me, was that nothing really interesting happened when you went Super. But like, other than that, there's nothing really there's nothing extra about it. It's just the costume. It's, no, there's really all there is. Same Sonic, same animations, same storyline, same everything. So unless you're just like a diehard Shadow fan, I don't really see why you play as it. But yeah, I really did expect this video to be longer, but I guess this is where it ends. I guess don't really have anything else to say. Feel free to debate with me down in the comments below. I'll be there. I'm always glad to see some comments flow in, especially in this kind of debates. Love to hear other people's opinions. So let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, but that's it's gonna be pretty much it. Don't know when the next video is gonna be. Don't really have any plans right now. So unless somebody has any recommendations, hit me up. But yeah, I guess that's just it for this video. How do you feel about the Shadow DLC for Superstars? You love it? You hate it? You really wish you could play as Shadow? You really love that Sonic's embracing his true cosplayer? Anything I didn't mention? Feel free. I'll make a part 2 to this and everything. Yeah. So, like I said, that's going to be it. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and most importantly, make sure to keep it dev, and thank you for watching this banging video. And I will see you guys later at some point in time. Sorry this one had to be a rant. Just felt like I should kind of get it out there. And yeah, it's pretty much it for now. So I'll see you all guys later. Try not to miss me too much while I'm gone.